Hi, I'm Debbie Harper, Senior Curator of Education for Tour Interpretation here at Winterthur. And one of the spaces that we are sharing with you right now is our China shop, very appropriately named, for holding a vast collection of Chinese porcelains. The ones that we see initially are variations on the Famille Rose palette. Mr. DuPont liked to group similar objects together, so all the color palette in one space. And the Famille Rose dates to the mid-1700s, and it was Mr. DuPont's personal favorite. He actually used these dishes, and we have records of all of his table settings for 50 years. So we know when he used these dishes and what flowers he used them with and what table linens he used them with. And they got very, very frequent use on his dinner table because they were one of his personal favorite sets. When they were made in the mid-1700s, they were actually quite costly because of all the many colors. Each color has to be applied separately with firings in between because the different colors can only handle certain temperatures in the firing kiln. And so that complex process of making them made them rather costly wares. That contrasts to the blue and white ceramics that you see in the next alcove. Many of us are familiar with blue and white porcelains. It was popular when it was first introduced. It is still popular today. And because it has just a single color on it, these things could be painted and fired in one step, and so it made it far less expensive and therefore more common than the Famille Rose we were looking at a moment ago. But certainly very popular. The blue and white color scheme is just iconically a colonial color scheme for many Americans even today. Moving across the room, we've got a fabulous shop counter here that holds some magnificent pieces, unusual pieces, figurines and urns, and some very whimsical soup tureens, one in the form of an ox head, and there are holes in the nostrils, so you can imagine steam rising out of those nostrils when this soup tureen was put on your table. Along the wall, we have another couple of mixed sets, actually, of white Chinese porcelains with colored borders on them, but they again are sets that Mr. DuPont actually used on his dinner table here at Winterthur. And again, they're juxtaposed with soup tureens and colorful goose figurines and other whimsical forms.